guys, welcome to the Gamer Down Under. Today's episode is very different from the last few I've done. That was a whole NES table creation painting process. Just a little special project really, but something today is a bit more laid back, a lot easier, which is good for me. So everyone knows the Switch has come out recently, and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is just getting the best reviews ever. Which is depressed me a little because I haven't played it yet. I do have the game, but I don't have the Switch yet. But in good time I will have it and I'll get to experience it. But nonetheless, here is the box right here. As you can see, Nintendo haven't really cheaped out on this special edition. Not that they really would anyway, but that's the front there. On the side there you get your contents, which shows the actual game, Master Sword replica. Now I believe that's just really a small replica, it's not like a huge sword or anything like that. Would be cool if we got that, but oh well. Soundtrack, which is always nice. I always enjoy a good soundtrack, whether it be gaming or movie. Always a nice addition. That I'm not too sure what that is. That could be a map of some kind. And we've got the Sheikah Eye collectible coin, which is pretty cool. Is it Sheikah or Sheikah? I believe it's Sheikah, however you want to pronounce it. And on the back there, just some few pictures they put there. A little bit of wording on the epic adventure. Now this does support the Nintendo Amiibos, which you all know are the little figurines. I actually have some up here, I'll bring those down soon. Basically Amiibos are little figurines that your console, like in the Wii U's instance, you put on a little scanner section and it will actually incorporate that character into the game, or a special item or ability in some sort. I believe with these Zelda ones, they've incorporated those to give you special abilities or something like that. Pretty cool. Haven't picked these up yet, but I will over time, as that's just more money to spend really, so we're not all rich. And just some more default generic art there as well. But all in all, a really nice box. Can't complain. They've gone away from the bit of the, the traditional gold that the Legend of Zelda has had over the time with NES N64 and that, but it works. It's colourful, and let's get to it. So I think I will, just for my peace of mind, just open it from the side here because I don't want to tear anything, and that would just ruin my day, which I don't want to do. So there we go. Nicely packaged, which is good. Nice and strong. There we are. Alright, so at the top here, I'm guessing, that's the Master Sword replica. Okay, so this looks like it might be a bit bigger than I thought it would be. Now this does have sticky tape over it. I should have prepared a knife of some sort, but I will, we can cut that, yeah? My cameraman's just getting a knife. Thank you. Thanks for not throwing it. At least slice myself, always good. I love that smell of packaging and foam. Trusty knife, more tape. I'm going to assume I should open from this side. Is there more tape? No, there's not. Okay, not bad, not bad. Has a bit of weight to it, which is good. You never like light, flimsy stuff. So you could probably actually knock someone out with this. It's always a good evaluation of something's quality. It could be an exhibited in murder trial. Yeah. Master Sword in the stone there, in the shape of the triangle, because obviously, you know, it's all about the Triforce. And yeah, just some bit of grass there, because the Master Sword is generally locked away beyond the Lost Woods, as far as I know. That's what it was in the Super Nintendo version anyway. So that's that. Very nice. That will go very well in the Zelda display cabinet, which I'll show you guys later. Next up we have, looks like it is the map. Oh, okay, that's really cool. You see that? I believe this part on the back is some ancient Hyrule text that they have, and you can actually be deciphered. I think someone actually has deciphered it, and it mentions something about Ganon or something, perhaps. Smells really nice, by the way. Yeah, and there's the map of the world. We've got Death Mountain. There'll be Lake Hyrule there, Hyrule Castle. Yeah, this one's a lot more open world, so it's going to be fun exploring this map. I mean, you could just imagine when Ocarina of Time 64 came out, we thought that was huge, and this one's just... I'm going to blow that out of the water. Soundtrack. Would it be too geeky driving around to this and blasting this? Maybe not. Looks really cool. Main theme, field music, battle music, Kakariko Village. Oh yeah, so basically all the themes during your travels, boss fights, things like that. And original Nintendo seal of quality. That's always a good sign, isn't it? Used to love seeing that. And that's the actual disc right there. Very nice. Something I will probably only play a few times. Because soundtracks are kind of like retro video games these days. The more scarce they are, they go up in price. And it can get a bit silly. Oh, okay, here's the Sheikah coin, which I believe is actually enclosed. I can't actually take that out, which is a good thing. I mean, it can't get scratched or anything that way, can it? So, Master Sword with the Z for Zelda and the Sheikah eye there. I believe, yeah, that's usually the looking glass thing. You look for clues and find hidden objects, kind of like Sherlock Holmes in the world of Zelda, which is pretty cool. Last but not least, probably the most important part. The actual game. As you can see, Nintendo's kind of gone for a... Because the cartridges are so small, I mean, that's smaller than an SD card. So because they're so small, you know, they've had to go for smaller packaging. I mean, it'd be silly if it was a DVD size and you had this little card inside. What really depresses me these days is how in the 80s, in the 90s, even 2000s, like 2000, 2010, games would have books. You don't get that anymore. I can understand they, you know, do it to make games cheaper maybe. Not that you really see that really. Less production costs for them or anything like that, but that used to be the joy of playing a game back in the day. If you couldn't play it yet, you would pull out the manual and read the story, how to do the moves, the character bios, everything like that, and it made for great toilet reading as well. But in the world of smartphones, we don't really do that anymore. But it does come with this. If it's a poster, that's nice. Okay, just a little poster that you get. Probably not something I'm going to put on my wall. I do want to keep it in good condition. Over time, if you use sticky tape or blue tack or anything like that, it just, you have the chances of ripping it, and I don't want that. So I might just leave it in the case the whole time. I mean, they've folded the absolute S out of it, so it's not exactly something which is straight and clean, but nice that that's in there for people who do want to hang it up. Can't complain. But yeah, as you can see, that's the actual Switch cartridge. Literally smaller than an SD card. I would really be opposed to the idea of Nintendo going back to cartridges if they didn't hold as much memory like they used to. But however, we live in a day where, you know, you can got SD cards, 32 gigs, 64 gigs, so they can make big games on these days, and probably with faster loading. Now, I have read how these are coated with some type of product to taste really bad, so kids don't swallow them and so on, and maybe even pets. But as curious as I am to know how bad they taste, I've seen some videos of people licking it. I don't need to, I can take their word for it. No need to be licking my Legend of Zelda, because that would just be creepy. But yeah, that's the case. About the size of a PlayStation Portable game. Nice, look well on the shelf, and yeah, glad it's still physical media. So there we have it. We have the game, Master Sword, poster, which should go back in there. The soundtrack, which is always a nice welcome addition. The map, that's upside down. Or was it? I don't know. It's cryptic enough as it is. Yeah, that's the map. Interesting to see if you have to use this for any gameplay reasons. And yeah, not a bad package at all. I don't really get too many limited editions, but it's Zelda, so why not, yeah? It's, like I said, Zelda. I have a whole display case dedicated to Zelda, so I'll show you guys that one day, and first got to see how I incorporate that over there. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys are loving the game as much as I hope to, and see you next time for our top 10 Nintendo 64 games.